Kriksis here and welcome everyone to this cozy studio corner. Today I will share footage from last 2 weeks. I will also be a chatting person here and chat about my online journey, and hopefully this will inspire some of you. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee, grab a blanket and like this video. In the next following clips, I am working on artworks for the shop update. I finally was able to do Christmassy inspired artworks. I have my online store for 2.5 years and I never had Christmas shop update, although I love this festive season. But this year, this was like one of my goals to have it. And usually on Novembers, I go back to my home country, Latvia, and I never have time to prepare everything. Whereas this year I went to Latvia in September, so I knew that November is for the shop update. While I was doing these artworks, one day I came across to option on Instagram where you can see kind of archive of your past stories. And I was really curious because I opened my shop on 18th of January 2021. And I thought I could chat about this a little bit here because maybe some of you are also thinking about opening online store or are just in the beginning, or maybe you are really experienced or have a lot of orders. Either way, I thought this could be an interesting story to have because it might look like everything is just so easy. You just start creating artworks and then you sell them, but it's actually not that easy. And when I started selling my work online, I didn't feel confident. Hello, my friends, it's me. I'm opening my store after 30 minutes and I'm so stressed out. My hands are shaking. I don't know, I don't know, it's so stressful. I always wanted to open the store, but now as I'm opening it, I'm just stressed out about it. So, okay, cool. And I also had so little orders that I thought maybe my work is not good enough or I'm not in the right place. And in fact, I just did little more research because I actually completely forgot about these things. But I did 3 store updates in 1 month's time. That's so crazy. So I did on 18th of January. That was my first shop update. And I did next one week after. And then I did one 2 weeks after. And I was thinking, probably I need to just make more work to be seen. But actually, not a lot of people knew my work back then. And I just didn't understand this. And I was feeling that something is completely wrong with my work. And I guess one thing I'm happy that I was okay, this doesn't work. Let's move on. Let's understand what's going on. And I just kept on sharing my work online and sharing my work on YouTube, which I started doing in the same year when I opened the store, and on Instagram, and just mentioning it everywhere. My first order was on the 18th, which was the day I opened the store. It was from a colleague, and I think for the next 2 shop updates, I had 0 orders, and only after some time I had more. I even checked, I had 10 to 15% sale of some of the things because I thought nothing is selling. And I was really feeling down, I guess, also because I was doing some craft fairs before offline, and I was selling quite a bit work there. So I thought, okay, we'll open the shop online and it will be the same. But it's actually not that case. I think us as an artist, if we want to sell our work online, we need to be resilient. Is that the word? Yes, resilient. So able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult situations, or if something doesn't go as planned, we just need to learn from mistakes and keep going on. And we also need to persevere and kind of continue making an effort to do or achieve something. And I didn't understand these things in the beginning, so maybe this could be help for you as well if you are thinking of selling your art online. I think nowadays it is really important to have an online presence, and I didn't understand it in the beginning, so I only had a few orders in first 3 months, and I had 51 order in first year, and most of my orders came from YouTube, which was how people found me. People actually want to know who you are and want to know person behind the creation of art. And I felt that documenting my journey on YouTube would help me to connect with like-minded people as well. So that's why I decided to actually start doing YouTube, because it was to promote my art store. And I always wanted to be full-time artist. I just didn't know how to do it. And now I have so many orders because all of you, and because of the internet, and because of YouTube. So I thought I could share this, because it's not always about the end result. It's also about behind the scenes, and it's also about connecting with people.
Faces of the moon, all through the stages, both becoming seen into. Slowly we take on phosphorescence, vivid in the bond. Phosphorescence.
I think if you set your mind to it, you will achieve what you want. And even like some examples from some past years, I realized in undergrads that I actually want to study abroad, but my language was really bad. So one of the goals was to learn the language. So then I learned the language and I could go and study abroad. Like I feel if you really want to do something, you will do all the tiny steps. And there are some steps which are easier and some steps which will be a little bit harder. For me, it's always really hard to learn new technology things, new app or something new, like some social media link. It's just really confusing for me. Or if I buy new technology, it takes me quite a bit of time to understand it. So that's why I try to not change my filming gear quite often, because it just takes a lot of energy and time for me to understand these new things. But I think some of the things needs to be understood. And for my mailing list, it's always been a mystery to me how it works, which service I should use. It's still, like, it's really confusing. So I decided to join Substack, but I will just use it as a mailing list. So whenever someone will join there on this mailing list, I will update on email only when I have shop updates. So that is like my main goal. I also had such a long difficulty to understand the website, and I had it for a year now. I bought the domain, and then I had like my husband's friend who made the website for me, and he's hosting it as well. And it's not like Squarespace, or it's not like Shopify, where you kind of have like the template and everything is ready. I feel that is like the website I'm having is a little bit more in depth. So it took me ages to understand it, and it took me ages to add portfolio and add shop there. But I think like these little things then make big progress, because I have been selling on Etsy for last 2.5 years. And although I like Etsy, I feel all of my sales are coming from either YouTube or Instagram or Patreon. And Etsy takes quite big chunk of fees. I think 24% or something like that. Whereas my website takes only 5%, which is much, much bigger difference. So I decided I will spend a little bit more time and focus on my website and do it and finish it. It's kind of like little mini victory, little mini goal. I think like for these 2.5 years, I have learned a lot. Some of the products I want to sell, some which I have tried and don't want to anymore. And I feel it's so interesting how it evolves and changes. I have done a lot of screen printing products, a lot of accessories. I have done stationery. And now I'm kind of going towards prints a little bit more, and greetings cards and postcards. In fact, for this Christmas shop update, I will have new postcard sets and some greetings cards and Camtober zines. And I feel postcards and greetings cards, these are really universal, because you can send them to friends and family members or distant relatives, or you can just keep it for yourself, put it on a wall, frame it. There are just so many options, and that's why I really like them. The same goes with stickers. I think stickers are one of my best sellers, and I think it's really great if you have shop update to know which are your best sellers, because you can create more similar type of products in your shop. And I feel stickers are also something I personally like myself, and I buy stickers from different artists.
You've taken my disguise. You want me to be just me. Now I'm ready, life. You forced me back to basics. I have lost my instincts. My back hurts, and my pelvis pains like thunderbolts. Remind me, who is she? I promise I'll be brave enough. Hey, inner child, I'm sorry that it took a while.
I think when I opened the store, in the beginning I had the wrong mindset. I was thinking that I have like 0 sales in this week. I have been doing art for like 9 years. Why is that? And I think it's just like not the correct way to think. We should always compare ourselves to our past selves. I know it's such a cliche, but it's so true. And I was just feeling down, but then I realized, well, I never had online shop. Like, how can I be good at something I have never done before? And I always like try to think about all the things, like how can I do this 100% if I don't know how it fully works yet, if that makes sense. So it was also like realizing that it's not like that your work is bad, it's just not a lot of people know who you are, and that's why you share your work. I think marketing is really important if you want to sell your work online. Therefore, I am sharing the journey here as well. And it's both for me and both for you, because I want to share how it is to kind of climb up and share the full-on journey, how I started and how I'm going. And I always feel like these stories are really interesting. It does require a lot of the time and just these small little tasks in between. But if you really want to do it, you will find a way. I just shared some of the Calmtober illustrations I did. I also shared just a little bit of greetings cards. And I want to share a little bit of my studio right now. I realized I haven't shared you the place where I create most of my artworks today. And I am also rearranging the wall with map and prints. I really like to create my space as cozy and calm as possible. I think it's really important to create some kind of harmony in the place where you create. Either it's like dinner table or kitchen or like a living room or studio corner. Like I have like two corners, one corner with books and one corner with art supplies, and on the back there are shelves. So it's not like huge studio, but I want to make it special. And if you have dining table, you can just put some candle next to you, put some art supplies, and then get ready. And I feel it's great to rearrange your studio.
Myself all night. Leave no part of me unscathed.
I think I have mentioned at some point that I would love to share a little bit more of my picture books. And picture books I love from different artists. So let me know if you want to see that kind of video at some point, or maybe do a studio tour.
With you all on my toes, don't mind me, you can stay just as happy, I promise you won't tell.
Okay, and for the final touch of this video, I decided to share with you some of the products I have already received for the upcoming shop update. And I have some greetings cards and some postcards. I love the quality of these prints. I am using Printwork, printing company here in the UK, and they use recycled papers. I also have been printing October zines there and printing Patreon physical rewards, which I send to my Patreons every month who are in the Curious Foxes tier. And yeah, the quality is just outstanding. And I also want to share with you 3 new designs for the stickers I got from the sticker app. This is also the service I use because I really like the quality of those stickers. And these 3 new designs are super Christmassy and cozy. And I think that's like the vibe I was going for. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're new here and feel like sticking around. Thank you so much for all the support on my Patreon, and thank you so much all of my lovely Patreons for being there. I also want to say thank you everyone who is watching this far. I really appreciate you, and you are like my biggest supporters here on YouTube. If you want to let me know that you stayed till the end, write down below, dreams come true. So I will know that you stayed till the end. And I will see you super soon. Bye everyone.